Hello, my name is Brooks Rafferty.
And I'm Hanson Polanki.
And this is Chieftain Live.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Yeah! Kick it! You wake up late for school, man, you don't want to go. You ask your mom, but she still says no. You missed 2 classes and no homework. But your teacher preaches class like you're some kind of jerk. You gotta fight for your right to party.
Now we're gonna jump into Mr. Dinkha's classroom and see how his first year at Brother Rice has been going.
Hello, my name is Matthew Wolschlager with Chieftain Live. I get the privilege of introducing our new theology teacher, Mr. Dinkha. Mr. Dinkha, how are you?
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
It's great to hear. That's great to hear. Well, I actually got the privilege. I know you teach, is it 4 or 5 freshman classes?
4.
4 freshman classes and 1 sophomore class. I got the privilege of being in your sophomore class second semester. How would you say that went?
Well, actually, you did come to my classes in the first semester to interrupt. And I told you I'll give you detention if you don't leave. Do you remember that?
I remember. I left.
Yeah. So now I was happy to have you in my second semester class. But guess what?
What happened?
You abandoned me. You left my class.
The day before the quiz. And I left it. And I had an A in your class. I have an A in Mr. Sanders. Mr. Dinkha, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you end up here at Brother Rice?
Short story, I was born in Baghdad, Iraq. I went to Ireland to study to do my postgraduate. I then flew all the way to San Diego. I worked there. Then I ended up coming here because my sister for the last 10 years has been bugging me. Why don't you move to Detroit? Why live in LA? I say, okay, I'll try Detroit.
So obviously you're a teacher here at Brother Rice. Do you have any other professions, anything you do now or did before?
I did before. I worked as a chaplain in UCLA Santa Monica. I couldn't handle it. It was time consuming, emotionally, spiritually, because you have to deal with people who are going through spiritual struggle. But I decided just to do teaching.
And then one thing special about, or different per se, about Brother Rice is it's an all-boys school.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about that?
The vibe is crazy here. When you are inside the classroom surrounded by 20, 27 boys, you really need to be like on your toes. Yeah, it's different energy. I've never seen it. I sometimes feed into it, and sometimes I enjoy it. Sometimes it could be tough, you know?
Woo! Does it work? Yeah.
Perfect. Chieftain students went around and asked teachers if they could identify juniors and seniors solely based on their baby photos.
You know, I was 13 pounds.
I'm here today with
Mr. Higdon.
And today we're going to be showing you some baby pictures and seeing if you can guess who the senior is.
All right.
So the first one we got is right here.
I'm going Rocco Mali.
That is correct. That is Rocco Mali. Okay.
Huge.
Second senior we got right here.
Is that KP?
That is Bruce Costa.
Bruce.
That is Bruce Costa.
Oh, man.
Okay, and then for the final one.
I'll be honest, I don't recognize Bruce and he's awake,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Final one we got right here.
Is that Lucas?
That is Lucas Sandia.
Okay, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Higdon. Really appreciate it.
2 out of 3.
I'm here today with.
Money Meach.
So this is the first one that we got.
Is that Bruce?
That is Bruce Costa. That is correct. That's the first one. Okay, this is the second one we got here. Okay, we'll zoom in.
Finbar.
That is Finbar Everett. That is a really good pick. Okay, and then for the last one we got right here, this is the toughest one.
Sandia.
That is Nolan Hanawa.
Hanawa.
That's a tough one. Thank you, Money.
Anytime, anytime.
I'm here today with,
Coach Pop.
so we're going to go with the first one.
Gonna go with the glasses. Is that Jair?
That is Jair Cook. Okay, he's 1 for 1 right now. This is the second one. This one's a little bit tougher.
Rocco Mali.
That is Brady Thomas.
Oh,
that is Brady
wow,
Thomas.
I wouldn't have got
That's
that
a tough
one.
one.
That's a
All
good
right.
one.
And then the last one we got is right here.
Bruce?
That is Kavion Powell.
Just missed.
Yep.
Just missed. Now, we're going to drop in Mr. Zammit's classroom and say hello to one of our newest math teachers. Miles Orozco decided to ask him a bunch of questions about his band, Woodward.
We also went around and talked to different students to see who his biggest fans are.
Thank you for being here today, Mr. Zammit. If you don't know Mr. Zammit, he is the new geometry teacher here at Brother Rice. Prior to his teaching career, he was actually in a band. Mr. Zammit and me and my class prepared a few questions that we'd like you to answer. What brought the band together and what caused its end?
The band was started by a friend of mine and me and my friend. And we did it for quite a few years, and then he left, and then my brother came in, and we did it for a few more years. And then we kind of just fizzled out, and then I got married and had kids.
We saw a clip of you guys performing at Comerica, actually. So let's say Mr. Reedy texts you up, he goes, I need you to do the halftime show, Brother Rice, for CC next year. You getting the fellas back together, one last performance?
I could arrange something maybe. I don't know if it would be all the fellas, but if you give me enough time and I'm interested, I might be able to do that.
Mr.
But
Reedy,
probably
set it
not.
up. Groves alumni, Mike Posner, recently had a song surpass 2 billion streams. You're getting a little nervous that he may take your title as the best artist from Groves?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good fact right there.
It's getting pretty close.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
I think you got him by a little bit, though.
Today we're going to be interviewing students and asking them if they can finish the lyric to the famous Woodward songs. Here's your first one.
Another switch hit resistor.
Bang! Bang!
Too easy.
So this is the next song on finishing the lyric.
Oh, it's my favorite band, Woodward. Of course the lyric is, in case what I'm need of.
As we enter the Lenten season, many people choose to give something up. Today, we walked around school and asked the students what they would be giving up.
Hello, everyone. Today we're here with,
Derek Anton.
and I'm wondering, what did you give up for Lent this year?
I'm doing a couple extra prayers a day. Gave up junk food. That's about it, yeah.
All right, guys. Today we're here with,
Isaiah Caffey.
and we were wondering, what did you give up for Lent this year?
This year for Lent, I gave up sin.
All right, that's awesome. All right, guys, we're here today with
Chris Esterich.
And we're asking him, what did you give up for Lent this year?
I gave up candy.
All right.
I gave up junk food.
Junk food, there we go.
Good one, good one.
I'm Lucas Sakochai, and I gave up TikTok.
And finally, Miss Nelson, what'd you give up?
I also gave up candy.
Candy. Hello, we're here today with Mr. Kushel, and we're asking him, what did you give up for Lent?
I gave up blackjack for Lent.
That's wonderful. All right, guys, we're here today with
Liam Condit.
All right, and we're wondering, what did you give up for Lent this year?
I gave up sweets.
All right, that's a good one. Thank you.
Sure. What'd you give up for Lent?
I gave up giving up. This is Pants and Halunky.
This is Rux Bafferty.
And have a hummin' drummin' Saturday.